Hello and welcome to a very familiar look and feel for Minecraft that has changed little visually since Minecraft was first released. Now, I'm making this video in preview as the latest Bedrock edition is kind of broken at the moment, so it was a good opportunity to see what would happen if we combined the latest vibrant visuals with a rather good add-on called Realism VFX. That also adds a little bit of sparkle to your Minecraft world. I've found a nice new seed, so let's jump in and get started. Now I thought it would be a good idea to start our tour of vibrant visuals and the Realism VFX add-on with the beginning of the Minecraft day at sunrise. If you get up in the morning in a forest like this, then you can expect to see this as the beginning of your Minecraft day. With a little height above ground level, you can see the early morning mist with the sun's rays shining through. It's interesting to note that Realism VFX produces the mist and lens flares from the sun, and it's mixed in with the early morning shadows cast from vibrant visuals. In the jungle here, it's clear to see the combination of shadows, mist and light effects from the sun combining to give a much more immersive experience. I was pleasantly surprised to find some subtle variations from Realism VFX here, as the early morning mist has frosty particles in it too. The reflections on the ice from vibrant visuals help a lot in making this biome really unique, and the colourful halo around the sun looks great too. In this last sunrise, we head over to a mangrove swamp to see the sunrise sparkling across the early morning water and the mists swirl underneath the canopy of the trees for an atmospheric start to the day. We're now on midday, where we get the least amount of effect from this new lighting, but the brightness of the sun still casts nice shadows across the ground in this plains village. In among the cherry trees is probably the best place to be at during the day. The light and shadows play perfectly between the trees and illuminate the falling petals perfectly. It's interesting to note that the Badlands is illuminated differently to the plains to give the feel of intense heat. Perhaps they could add a shimmer to the air as well. In the desert, the harsh light of the sun and reflected light from the sand bleach out the shadows almost completely, giving that feeling of intense heat again. The sand particles blowing in and the tumbleweeds are added by Realism VFX. Next is a cooler spruce biome that shows the beautiful reflections on the water and dappled light refracting from the bottom of the lake. It makes this biome feel much more comfortable than the hot biomes. Now we're in the snowy slopes watching the clouds roll in around the mountain tops. This has a much cooler feel, but it's still very bright from the reflected light off the snow. The clouds are from Realism VFX. I was lucky enough to find an igloo nearby, and Vibrant Visuals gives us something new. The redstone torch here lights up the interior and casts its colour across the walls. Now it's time to get our feet wet, so we are heading underwater. Here you'll notice the light playing on the bottom of the lake, which is Vibrant Visuals, but you'll notice that Realism VFX casts beams of light from the sun through from the surface for a real treat. But it's not just the sun that can affect the water. At night the moon does a great job of illuminating it too. Night is also a good time to see another side of the new lighting model. The light from the desert village really gives a superb reflection from a distance. and as we get up close, the reflections ripple in the water too. The meteors are added by Realism VFX. Now there's a lot going on in the Pale Garden, so I'm just going to let you enjoy it. It's probably a bit too atmospheric for me though. Now we're going to check out something that's a bit of a work in progress. The weather. All the particle weather effects here are done with Realism VFX. I'm hoping that at some point Vibrant Visuals will give us a wetter looking ground with some reflections or even puddles. If we go back to the snowy slopes, we get a good old storm blowing up, and you can quite easily lose your bearings when wandering in this blizzard. The weather effect from up high worked really well, and the recent changes to the weather in Vibrant Visuals have really made a big difference. In the desert, the sandstorms are really disorientating. It's nice to see that the sandstorm has blocked out a lot of the light that we were getting before and made navigation really tricky. Now into the Nether. Our portal is in a soul sand valley and it feels very different here due to the effect of Realism VFX, and the Vibrant Visuals are more subtle and a lot darker than normal, or perhaps it's not just as far in development yet. Crimson Forest is very atmospheric, and I enjoyed exploring the bright and dark patches that combine to create a very different experience to the regular Crimson Forest. The Warped Forest is quite similar to the Crimson Forest for atmospheric depth, whilst having its own unique experiences added in. Whilst Vibrant Visuals gives us a really nice illumination from the lava, the addition of the bubbles and pops from Realism VFX makes this a really terrifying area to explore in survival. The basalt deltas are more subtle in effect, hot and steamy, yet not as immersive, until you factor in the weather. All the biomes in the Nether can be affected by weather in Realism VFX. The Nether wastes have quite a frightening storm that can blow up when you're trying to navigate your way through the hostile mobs that lurk within. The last stop on our tour is the end, of course. Realism VFX has introduced the aurora of colour that surrounds the central island, giving it a very different feel to the original. There's something very different going on with Vibrant Visuals, surprisingly. They have not opted to keep the same uniform drab lighting. It has become darker and moodier, with powerful flashes of light. Could this indicate some other changes in development in our least developed Minecraft biome? I guess only time will tell. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video. Did you enjoy seeing the combination of Vibrant Visuals and Realism VFX? And which biome did you like the most? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and see you later.